Hey YouTubers, something important. So video cigar gang right now, nice big motherfucking cigar gang. So video motherfuckers right now. So Guy Talk video number 135, pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking amazing. So pretty fucking cool. So anyway, video for you motherfuckers right now. So ready motherfuckers, cigar gang roll call motherfuckers. You know, for you nice big ass motherfuckers like the big ass cigars. So anyway, ready motherfuckers. Okay, so this is a question for you motherfuckers. This is cigar gang right now. This question for you motherfuckers essentially is what is your favorite form of protection for sex? So you have sex, you know, whether it's oral sex, anal sex, vaginal intercourse, you know, whether it's traditional vaginal intercourse, you sticking your pecker in your girlfriend's pussy, you know, for example. Or for example, you know, you sticking your pecker in your boyfriend's anus, you know, or your boyfriend's asshole, you know, that kind of crap, that kind of shit, you know. Or for example, you know, oral sex, you know, your girlfriend gives you a blowjob, you know, or you blow your girlfriend, you know, you eat her pussy, you know, regardless of what kind of sex it is, even if it's fingering, you know, for example, you know, digital penetration, you know, fingering, you know, playing with your pecker, you know, hand jobs, you know, that kind of crap, that kind of shit, you know. What is your favorite form of protection? So you have different forms of protection because protection is important because the two things you worry about with sex is number one, pregnancy, and number two, STDs or STIs. STDs, aka STIs, basically means the same thing. So STDs are sexually transmitted diseases and STIs are sexually transmitted infections. Basically the same shit, you know, same shit. So and obviously, pregnancy is when a woman actually conceives and actually creates a baby inside her womb, and you know, essentially that can be a problem also. So basically, that's the reason you use protection. So kind of the gold standard of protection is condoms. You know, nice big ass condoms like the big ass cigar. So he's being silly ass like the big ass cigar. So yeah, condoms are kind of the gold standard because they are by far the safest. Some people say they hurt. Some people say they're uncomfortable to use when you put them on your pecker. You know. They're uncomfortable, your dick, you know, your cock, you know, but by far they're the safest because, I mean, yes, they can tear technically from what I've heard. Obviously, I've never used a condom because I've never had sex, but from what I've heard, the research I've read, I mean, I've done a lot of research on this kind of crap, you know, and they can tear definitely, but condoms are kind of the gold standard, the old-fashioned gold standard of, you know, STD and pregnancy protection. So they're kind of the gold standard. Also, you have diaphragms, which they put in the woman's pussy, you know, and basically the diaphragm prevents a woman from becoming pregnant, you know, but it doesn't prevent STDs and STIs like, you know, herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HPV, you know, HIV, you know, AIDS, that kind of crap, you know. And then in terms of, you know, other forms of protection, you have like spermicide, for example, which kills sperm, you know, nice big ass sperm like the big ass cigar, just being silly ass like the big ass cigar. You do have other forms of protection. I'm not as familiar with those other forms, you know. Basically, a lot of times if you go to your doctor, nice big ass doctor like the big ass cigar, they'll have you check off on like a tablet or like a form, you know, what kind of protection you're using, if you're currently sexually active, you know, what kind of forms of protection are you using, because they want to know, because some forms of protection are more effective than others, because obviously condoms are the gold standard, you know, and then, you know, things like, you know, oh, another one, sorry, I almost forgot, sorry, stupid me, you know, stupid me, I almost forgot birth control, yes, the pill. So you have condoms, diaphragms, spermicide, you also have birth control, aka the pill. So the pill is another big one, and that is basically women take it, you know, a certain number of times every month, and basically the pill prevents, you know, that the benefits of the pill or the, you know, the birth control is essentially if you take it regularly and don't forget to take it, you have to be very careful not to forget to take it, you know. But if you do take it, you know, responsibly, the benefit is you don't have to use a condom. It does not protect against STDs or HIV, but if you're in a monogamous relationship and you've been tested for each other, that doesn't matter, obviously, but it prevents pregnancy. So if you only care about pregnancy, the pill is actually very important because essentially you don't have to use a condom or diaphragm, and you can stick your pecker in, you know, her pussy as much as you want to. But you want to be careful because the pill, just like a diaphragm, does not protect against, you know, sexually transmitted infections. So you want to be fucking sure, for a better word, that the girl is negative for all STDs, you know, negative for crabs, you know, negative for this shit, you know, and you want to make sure she's clean. You know, her pussy is clean, and you obviously want to interact asshole. Obviously, if you want to fuck her in her asshole, you know, you want to make sure she's clean, and you know, it's like, you know, because obviously when you don't have protection against STDs, you want to be damn careful. You want to make sure you're in a steady relationship. You know, okay, I've rambled on long enough. Those are some examples of protection. I just want to know if you motherfuckers, what is your favorite form of protection? Anyway, pretty fucking cool. Bye, motherfuckers. Bye.